Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Susan David. In our last video, we talked about how to tell if your boyfriend or husband is emotionally pulling away. Today, we're flipping the lens, but not in a toxic way. We're going to talk about something that hurts just as much. What if she's the one who seems distant? Now, before you jump to conclusions, this is not about blaming women. This is about understanding human emotions. When you invest heavily in a relationship thinking she's the one and then she starts pulling back, it stings a lot. So how do you know if your girlfriend or wife is being unfaithful or simply losing interest? And more importantly, what can you do about it? Stick with me until the end because I'm also sharing a powerful communication exercise that has saved hundreds of relationships. Let's go. Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes. None of these signs alone prove infidelity. Relationships are complex. The goal here is awareness, not accusation. Always have a calm, honest conversation before making any decisions. And remember this quote, keep it in your mind. Trust is built in the smallest of moments, so is doubt. Now let's look at the 7 signs, but remember, these are red flags, not verdicts. Sign number 1. She becomes unusually protective of her phone, laptop, or anything with private messages. If she used to leave her phone on the couch and now takes it everywhere, even to the bathroom, that's a shift. If she angles the screen away when you walk by or quickly closes apps, it's worth noticing. Now, privacy is healthy. Everyone needs personal space, but when secrecy replaces openness, something may be off. Secrets are the currency of disconnection. What to do? Don't grab her phone. Instead, say, "Hey, I've noticed you seem more private lately. Everything okay?" Her reaction will tell you a lot. Sign 2. A sudden, dramatic change in her appearance, new hairstyle, different makeup, a whole new wardrobe, especially if it's not for a special occasion with you. Now, people change styles all the time. That's fine. But if she's dressing up for grocery shopping or spending hours getting ready for work when she never did before, it's worth asking why. This is especially true if she seems more excited to impress others than to spend time with you. Effort flows where interest goes. Instead of accusing, compliment her. "You look great lately. Is there something new you're excited about?" Open the door gently. Sign 3. Time or the lack of it. In our last video, I said that time is the biggest currency in any relationship. If her calls go to voicemail more often, if she's texting late into the night but doesn't want you to see, if she's too tired to talk but has energy for others, that's a red flag. Especially watch for. She starts picking fights over tiny things just to have an excuse to not see you for a few days. When someone wants to be with you, they find time. When they don't, they find excuses. If this sounds familiar, don't beg for her time. Instead, match her energy and observe, then have a calm conversation about your needs in the relationship. Sign 4. She starts nitpicking. Suddenly, everything you do is wrong. You put the glass in the wrong place. You breathe too loud, you get the idea. This is often a subconscious way to create distance. If she picks a fight, then gives you the silent treatment for 2 or 3 days over something trivial, that's not normal conflict. It could mean she's emotionally checked out or feeling guilty about something. Anger is often just sadness wearing a mask. Instead of fighting back, try, "It feels like you're upset with me a lot lately. Can we talk about what's really going on?" Stay calm, don't take the bait. Sign 5. She used to tell you everything, her day, her friends, her family drama. Now, silence or one-word answers. If she no longer asks for your opinion on what to wear or what to eat or where to go, she might be getting that validation from someone else. A woman who is invested in you will naturally include you in her decisions. When that stops, the emotional intimacy is fading. The opposite of love isn't hate. It's indifference. Try reconnecting with a low-pressure question. "I miss hearing about your day. What was the best part of today for you?" If she still shuts down, that's a sign. Sign 6. She seems unusually happy, but not because of you. Wait, isn't happiness a good thing? Normally, yes. But if your relationship has been rocky and suddenly she's glowing, smiling at her phone, humming around the house but still distant with you, that happiness is likely coming from somewhere else. This is called excess happiness in psychology, a sign that her emotional needs are being met outside the relationship. Where attention goes, energy flows, and where energy flows, love grows, just not always with you. Don't accuse. Instead ask, "You seem really happy lately. I'd love to share that joy with you. What's been making you smile?" Sign 7. She no longer initiates anything, not texts, not dates, not intimacy. You're the one always saying good morning, always planning the weekend, always reaching for her hand. And when you do, she pulls back or seems annoyed. This is often the final stage of emotional disconnection. She's still present physically, but mentally. And emotionally, she's already gone. The saddest kind of alone is when you're with someone who makes you feel lonely. Before you give up, try one last thing. A relationship check in which I'll explain right after this quote. Clarity is kinder than confusion. Here's a practical tool. Once a week, sit down for 10 minutes, no phones, and each answer 3 questions. What felt good this week between us? What felt distant or frustrating? What's one small thing we can do to reconnect? This isn't an interrogation, it's a bridge. If she refuses to do it or laughs it off, that tells you everything. But if she engages, you might just save what you have. Many people cheat not because they're evil, but because they feel unseen. This exercise rebuilds seeing each other. Try it for 2 weeks before making any big decisions. Now, what if you have multiple signs and your gut is screaming? First, never confront without evidence. Second, never confront in anger. If you need to ask her directly, say this: I've been feeling a lot of distance lately, and I found your secret chat. I'm not here to fight, I need to know the truth so we can decide what's next. Then listen, not to her excuses, but to her willingness to be honest. The truth may hurt for a moment, a lie hurts for a lifetime. If she admits to cheating, you don't have to decide anything right away. Take 48 hours alone to think, and remember you deserve someone who chooses you every day. Whether you stay or leave, the next step is healing. If you stay, couples therapy, full transparency, open phone policy for a while, and rebuilding trust from zero. It's possible, but both must commit 100%. If you leave, block contact, lean on friends, get a therapist, and give yourself 90 days of no dating to reset. And always remember this: someone else's inability to love you properly does not reduce your worth. I'll be making a follow-up video on exactly how to heal after betrayal, so subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching. If you've experienced any of these signs, please share in the comments, but keep it respectful. Also tell me what helped you heal or communicate better.